He's back. Kerry Hyder has signed a one-year contract with the 49ers. You might remember Kerry Hyder. He replaced Nick Bosa in 2020 when Bosa went down with the torn ACL. Hyder came in, had like 8 sacks or something, played really well, got a nice little contract with the Seahawks, and was terrible, so they cut him and he's back. This has happened a bunch of times with Kerry Hyder. Kerry Hyder somehow is a complete product of 49ers defensive line coach Chris Kasarik. They worked together in Detroit. Hyder had a good year under Kasarik in Detroit, got a contract somewhere, flopped, came to the Niners, played well under Kasarik, got a contract with the Seahawks, flopped, and now he's back. And he'll probably have like 8 sacks for the Niners this year. No, he's fine. He's a nice depth piece who Kasarik has shown he can get production out of. And so the Niners have a really deep defensive line now. Let's just go through it. I mean, just at edge, they have Nick Bosa. They have Samson Ebukam. They have Jordan Willis. They have Charles Omenihu. They have Kerry Hyder. They have D. Ford. That's like 6 guys. And then the interior, they have Javon Kinlaw, Eric Armstead, Kevin Givens, Maurice Hurst. I mean, the list goes. Hassan Ridgeway. So they don't have the big, all-star bookend next to Nick Bosa. They didn't get Von Miller. They didn't get Chandler Jones. And they probably should have if they wanted to make themselves the best team in the league. But they still have a very good pass rush. They have depth. No word yet on Arden Key. He's traveling around the league trying to find a team to sign him. He probably will sign somewhere. He's probably going to leave, but the Niners have a very deep defensive line. What does that mean? It means that they're probably not going to draft a defensive end in round 2 with that pick 61. I'm thinking the Niners are going to go trenches early in the draft, but now I'm not thinking they're going to spend it on defensive line. I think it's pretty clear the 49ers are going to spend that second-round pick on an interior offensive lineman, probably a center, because remember, we don't even know if Alex Mack's going to play this year. He's leaning towards playing, which means nothing. It means he hasn't decided yet. So I'm thinking the Niners will spend their second-round pick on a center, maybe someone who could play guard for a year if Alex Mack does return and then becomes the center next year. Seems pretty obvious. They could get a good center. You can always get a good center late in the second round. In fact, the Niners could have got an excellent center with their second-round pick last year. Creed Humphrey was available, but they passed on him. Took Aaron Banks instead. Everyone said Aaron Banks had a 4th-round grade. Not a center, guard, a position the Niners don't even value as highly as center. Took Banks, who played like someone who's probably worth a 4th-round pick. Could have had Creed Humphrey, who was one of the best rookies in the league last year. So the fact that they didn't draft him means that they got to draft a center this year. The fact that they drafted Javon Kinlaw instead of Tristan Wirfs 2 years ago means they still need a right tackle. The Niners are atoning for their sins of the past, but I think it's pretty clear which direction they're going in the draft, not defensive end, probably center.